Yo, what is going on, ladies and gent? It's Thrasher here, bringing you another Apex Point gameplay video. Today we're going to be looking at the drifting, and I'll give you my opinions on it after we start getting the gameplay of that going for you. So what I'm going to do is right now, I'm going to head over to the used car dealer, pretty much using this as a fast travel point, and then I'm going to go to drive. And then we're going to take a right here and go behind us. There's a drift course. Also, I do not have a handbrake at the moment, so that is going to be impeding me a little bit. But with drifting, you shouldn't need a handbrake unless, you know, you're trying to initiate a turn way before you even get to it. I have drifted already, so that's why I'm not really struggling as bad as I was at the start. And I've kind of got an understanding of how the fixes are going to be. Also, in this drift pad, these cones are here for your entertainment. You can just knock them down and drift in this area, and it'll give you points. I figured that out, but I figured we might as well try and hold some kind of line. Like right there, if I had a handbrake, that would have been ideal. Sucks mine broke. Had the damn thing 2 years. It was a real trusty eBay handbrake. I feel like it just takes too much effort to get this thing sideways. I feel like the drifting was more, I feel like the drifting was created with the drift assist is the reason it's so bad on the wheel. Alright, so that's that little section. I'm gonna head into the parking garage over here. We're gonna drift the parking garage little loop area, and I'm gonna go to the top. I would really like to know you guys' thoughts on the drifting. If you have tried it yet, are you using the wheel to drift? Because currently, I kind of feel like the drifting is needing a lot of improvement. I mean, there's some potential here for the drifting, for sure. I mean, the car, you know, does drift. It's not impossible to drift. It's just... I guess the best way to put it is kind of an arcadey drift, which I would like to see more than, you know, those kind of physics, because the driving physics, like the basic driving physics of like circuit racing and just driving around in general are great, but the minute this car gets sideways, you know, it doesn't feel right to me. So if you pay attention to the front wheels, you'll see how much effort I'm having to put in to keep this thing sideways, which I feel like the rear wheels should be doing all that work for me, right? I shouldn't have to be putting in this much effort to keep this car sideways. I'm literally turning back the other way just to keep this thing going sideways. It's really hard for me to explain, but there's definitely a lot of improvement that I feel should be made for the wheel, because I would like it to be a little bit more realistic than what it currently is. But that's just me. I'm sure other people that are going to be playing this game that love drifting as much as I do will probably feel the same way. I'll also, once I get to the bottom here, I'll go over to the storage container area. I have not drifted over there yet, and we'll try and see how the car handles in that storage container area. Like, the drifting isn't bad. Like, the actual, I guess, how it looks visually isn't bad. It's just the amount of effort that I'm having to put in to keep the car sideways. Like, the car looks pretty nice going sideways. You know, like the camera angle and all that is great. But when it comes to the actual drifting and keeping the car sideways, I'm not liking it. I'm gonna be honest. And then also, this car has coilovers on it, and I feel like it has a shitload of body roll, right? And it should be stiffer. I messed with the dampeners already. They're not all the way maxed out or anything, but this car definitely needs or there needs to be a way to stiffen up the suspension on the car. I mean, it's kind of cool to feel like the body roll in the wheel. You definitely can feel that. Like, once it gets to a point, you can kind of feel the wheel get a little heavy. That is a big plus. But the main issue, I would say, is the amount of effort you have to put in to keep this car sideways with the steering wheel. Again, I do feel like it is more... I feel like the drifting was evolved around the mouse and keyboard with the drift assist. Because if I go ahead and I change the settings over to the drift assist and I use the wheel and I run it like normal, you know, there's not as much correction going on because the game's doing all the correcting. I haven't really been over here much. There's not really much going on over here in this container area. Devs, if you are watching this, I mean, pretty sure you could get creative. You can add a drift area over here. I mean, people do like drifting in like ports and stuff. I'm sure you could get creative with containers or barriers or something. Actually, we're gonna experiment right now. Actually, about the steering assist, we're gonna see how much effort I'm gonna have to put in with that on. So, steering assist, we're gonna turn it all the way up, and then we're gonna throw the car sideways, and we'll see how the car reacts. Still a little hard to get sideways with the. I'm gonna counter steers for you by itself. I'm still having to put in that effort of throwing the wheel way further than what it needs to be thrown. But I mean, you can see that front wheel isn't, you know, going back to the right. It's not having to do as much versus with the assist off. I mean, it is a little bit. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. The drifting, I feel, could be a lot better, but this is what we're working with for now. If you guys got any questions about the game or any other concerns, just let me know. I might be able to answer something that you have little concerns about or you need answers for. Do take a gander at their Discord every once in a while, and I see what they got going on, and I try and try and let people know in my streams what they got going on, because a lot of people come in and they ask a lot of questions in my stream because they're just getting the game, and they just have questions of what's going on with the game and etc. So I'm going to leave it at that. That's the drift physics for the game. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.